I'll have you know, Andrew, that I am here. I'm just making you wait because it's dramatic. I like to make an entrance. I like to be seen and known and heard. And believed and loved and cherished and cared for. Love me, say that you'll love me. Move me, say that you'll move me. And that's moo, by the way. That's moo, as in the cow says moo. Woo! Transition! And now we're live. Look at the power of the internet. That is so cool. Look at that. Oh, man. Look at that face. How does he do it? I don't know. In fact, we've been baffling scientists for years on the exact ways that I'm able to do this. But my secrets are just that, my secrets. So the world may never know how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Rev Deuce Pop. You have to find that out on Twitch. How's everybody doing? Welcome, everybody, to the Star Trek Fleet Command stream, your official channel for Star Trek Fleet Command, because nobody does it like we do it, or I do it. It's just me. There's nobody else. It's just me. I'm the only one here. What's up, Space? What's up, G-Car? What's up, Cosmo? And Worldwide at Once in your face, Paramount Plus. Hey, I support Paramount Plus. Y'all aren't going to get any hate out of me. I support my Paramount Pluses. Mainly because I want Star Trek. And I love Star Trek. And I need more Star Trek. Give me more Star Trek. Welcome. Ryan Reynolds has a better face. This is a true fact. I'm not going to dispute this one. That is a true fact. Wraith of War, good to see you. Edward, good to see you. Mike, good to see you as well. Our alliance only OPC hunting the territory, and we don't have any territory, and we are... And you've taken 15th so far. Wow, Charles, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Mine is currently in, I think, 3rd. All right. I'm trying to get everything set up and ready. I am, I got to do dailies. I got a lot of Sundays, and we've talked about this a little bit before. I think maybe we should talk about it again. Sundays are so full of stuff. What all did y'all do today? Have y'all finished today? Have y'all managed to get in and out? You don't know about the delay for the rest of the world? Yarg. Yeah, I know about it. There's nothing I could do about it. I guess I have power in a very small Star Trek sphere, and it's mostly this game. So I can't really help outside of that. I can try, but I don't know many people. I can try. We'll see. I do know a couple of writers for some of the new shows. Does that count? I know a couple of writers from the new Star Trek shows. Maybe I can get them to make something happen. By the way, who is down for... Yeah, they did Omicron for sure. Who is down for tomorrow's video being a bad crew video? Is anybody down for that? Why is the title, is the TC event a failure? I don't like it myself. It's a question. Do people find it a failure? Personally, I don't mind the TC event. But it's a question to people. My stream says Wednesday, but it's Sunday. Oh, whoopsies. I forgot to fix that wording. My bad. You know, content creation is hard. Here, I'm going to fix it. Sunday. Sunday. There we go. Now it's been adjusted. I am a noob. Yeah, I'm a noob. Definitely a noob. The only reason people watch me is because they can relate to me, which means that everybody's a noob. Oh, let's see what else we're going to do. Where am I going to grind? I think I'm going to go out here and grind. Go out to the Highlands. Oh, it's already Wednesday. My vacations go by fast. Hope you're enjoying your vacation, John. Hope you're enjoying it. But I am curious what people's thoughts are with territory as a whole. Whether it was good, bad, ugly, pretty, fun. What y'all think of it? My alliance is currently in. Keep in mind that we still have got 16 hours left, but we're currently in second at 50 billion, First is 70, then 47, then 47, then 38, then 16. So this is where our alliances are currently at. We're currently in second. Now, I want us to maintain second. If we maintain second, I'll be able to do a Tomahawk video this week. If we maintain third, I still think I'll be able to squeeze it, but I'd rather have second. Yeah, if I get... Actually, I will be too short. I'll be 2 shards short on Tomahawk if we get third. So I'm really hoping to get second place there. And it says territory capture sucks. So we've actually had some movement and everything. You know, our alliance has shifted a little bit. So we actually used to have this 2-star here. We invaded up here because we have these enemies. And a little bit has actually changed territory-wise. It has actually moved a little bit territory-wise. So we have, we're trying to push forward so you can see on the map. Here are who we're at war with. Here's IA, the biggest alliance in the game. Then you got Vets right here, and then Exco is at the top. So this mass right here, this like snake-looking figure, that is our enemy. And then our allies are all of this bottom, and then like us snaking in through the front. So we've actually had a little bit of movement because of that. Now, it will definitely depend on your server. Most servers probably not seeing a ton of movement right now. Most servers probably not seeing a ton of movement. So many empty territories right now, such a waste. Charles, what server are you on? Because I don't meet a lot of people who have empty territories completely. The alliances with 50s on all the 3-star territories. Well, that's going to be normal, Ian. I don't even see that as a bad thing. Like, I truly don't. I mean, that's just how the world works. I mean, you name me a place where the the small and the humble own all the things. I mean, so it's very real worldy. I guess that could be a bad thing. I guess. I guess. Anyway. On ours, a lot of small alliances who hold a solitary 1-star have been kicked out to get points for the big alliances. Yeah, Brian, I'm surprised that so many people were moving around. Now, at the same time, because there have been some empty spaces, some alliances have been able to pick up some gaps and been able to take over some areas that before maybe they didn't have access to, but now they do, which I think is a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing. 56 has empty territories. That is so surprising to hear that you have a bunch of empty territories. Because the smart tactic was, and I told many servers to do this, was to drop your biggest territories and simply recapture them for the maximum number of points. And that's what we've done. Now, IA has 2 3-star territories. So obviously they're in a huge advantage when it comes to this event. But I mean, I was telling everybody, look, just drop your stuff, pick it back up, and there you go. Like, if we were to go back after Roshar, which I'm not sure when... 19 hours. Like I said, it actually starts tomorrow. We might pick it back up after the event ends. You know, it makes sense to just swap these and drop them and pick them up, the big ones. Big alliances push out all the small alliances and then abandon the territories for the next capture. Yeah, Joe, it makes sense. I mean, 11 people, 11 empires, 11 has empties. Server 11 has empties. Okay. So I think we're seeing that across the board be very common. There's easier ways to go about it, but, you know, I'm not really sure. Like I said, I'm not convinced if it's a win or a loss. And for me, it comes down to, like, if I'm going to give feedback to the devs, you know, what do I say to them? How do I adjust this to make it better? Because it can't just be some lame logic of, we got to make it fair for the small alliances, because that's just not going to work. You know, it's join the bigger alliances if you want to participate more. But I do think that there's things that could be worked around to make it easier. Why won't Scopely sell the Meridian? I mean, I have no answers for why they do and don't do packs, my friend. Come on. Yeah, let's see. I don't have Meridian. Yeah, no Meridian in here. No Meridian. They sell things when they decide to sell things. We can ask for them. I've had them put in packs that I've requested before, but I really don't like y'all buying things anyway. Everybody I talk to for all their effort thinks the rewards are meh. Now, that I don't agree with. I think the rewards are not meh. I think the rewards are really stinking good. Yeah, I mean, the rewards to me are really stinking good. I mean, keep in mind, you're looking at, from my perspective, but 4 billion par steel. We're looking at what? Over 50 million dilithium, over 150 million titanium, half of an officer for first place, a solid set of all particles. Then you got a nice bed of uncommons. I mean, actually 300 million titanium. I forgot about the one there. Definitely not. The rewards are great. Definitely top loaded though. Now, depending on the server, for me, even if I was on this server and I was in the rank 15 alliance, so like let's just say, because top 20 scores, let's look at Browncoats. Browncoats is a very small alliance. I mean, they're still getting decent rewards in terms of just resources and uncommons and stuff. So I think the rewards are good. I just think that the way that it's set up could use a little movement here and there to make it easier and better for everybody. My opinion. You're actually getting 100 mil. Yeah, half tokens and half actual. Correct. And I love that ratio, by the way. I love that half the resources are coming in tokens and half are coming in raw, because that's going to help encourage rating. I started my push to 35, but was suggested to stay at 34 because swarm events get harder at 35. Thoughts? Go. The whole point of 35 is your Franklin's max, and you're scrapping it and getting the Franklin A. So yeah, of course I'm going to say go. Yeah. Andrew, thank you, man. Payouts at 40 are amazing. Congrats on reaching there. And thank you for supporting the channel. 8 months. That's huge. Thank you for supporting the channel for 8 months. Thank you. That's very awesome of you. That is very stinking awesome of you to do that. Wow. Thank you. Here, my music stopped. I got to put the music up real quick. I don't know why it stopped working, but let me put the music back on. Give me just a second. Nope, no. Oh, come on, man. There we go. All right, let's see if we get this back on and working this time. There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. There we go. It was a brilliant strategy, so no hard feelings for me, but the rest of our server lost their minds. There you go. Fine. Fair. Off 39 in the oven. Looking forward to hitting that. Nice, Mad Mel. We've got lots of content for you, and I think you're going to enjoy it. 50s should be by themselves and give everyone else a go. I don't agree with that, Ian. I don't agree with that. Just because somebody's a spinner in the game doesn't mean they need to be secluded from everything. Responding to a couple of messages here. Thank you, Q. Appreciate that. You already have Tomalak? I don't. I got Sela before I got Tomalak. So Rev doesn't forget to pay his music bill. Just for whatever reason in Firefox, it wouldn't play. I don't know why it wouldn't play, but it wouldn't play. Sorry, y'all. I've been really out of it. I mean, I announced this on Twitch the other night. So I didn't stream last night. But I know my father, my biological father, passed away last year at the very end of the year. And my stepdad, who basically raised me from the age of essentially 9 years old until now, he had a brain aneurysm. So he's in the hospital. That's why I'm kind of scattered. My thoughts aren't there. That's not a please give Rev sympathy thing. That's just if you notice me not being as concentrated as normal, that would be why. I'm a little bit all over the place mentally. So anyway, back to the game. Might have been different on our server who weren't in a server war. See, now we're in one of those too. We are in a full-scale server war where basically the entire set of top alliances are at war. All this is at war. Basically everything's at war. And here we go. Let's do this. We'll go to alliances, power. So you see the top 10. War, not at war. War. So war. So basically of the top 15, what, 14 alliances, 13 alliances are at war. So there's a lot of server war going on right now, and it's been that way for quite some time. Oh, quite some time. It was an interesting event, but I think the bigger issue was the change in 3-star territory bonuses. 3-star should be a premium bonus worth having, not going from damage bonus on Tholas to a mining bonus. Fair enough on the rotation there. One of the other added benefits is now all 3-star areas, all of them, now have the ability to get jelly, which I think is important. Make sure this next song plays. Cool. Just answering a message. Sorry about that. Okay. Can we give feedback to the devs that the PvP event needs split up, the bigger range of level per area, the less PvP going on? I think that the actual PvP events are fine if they were to be set up in different areas and basically use a bracketing system. So like if I wanted to PvP at level 40, then it would be 40s through 41. Y'all go meet in Roberton, or 40s through 44. Y'all go meet in Roberton to PvP. And if you're like 34 through 39, then y'all go meet over in Barkley. Something like that. I think it'd make it easier for everybody. Now, that would depend on server life and how comfortable everybody is together. But that's how I would do it. You love the bracketing idea? Now, the key is, do you have enough people on each server to run that idea? You know, I don't know if you do have that everywhere that you go. Some servers are going to struggle with having enough people to finish off that method. I used to love the PvP events. In my bracket, it's absolutely empty at times. No one wants to repair G4 ships. I will say that repairing G4 ships, while expensive, is way cheaper now than it used to be. And to me, that's a little bit less of an argument. Like, I understood that before, but now I'm starting to feel like that people feel that argument based on how things were. Like right now, just in these events, I mean, in this past month, I've gotten well over 1 trillion tritanium. I'm only level 40. I've gotten, let's pull up my items real quick because I'm unsure. Yeah, I've gotten at least 30 billion parse steel from this past month of events. I mean, yes, it's expensive, but man, they are paying the heck out of it for people to do it. It's not like that they've made these high costs and then they're not, allowing you to recoup these costs. They're giving it out pretty heavily right now. 165 million trip to repair a Valdor. I know how much it is to repair a Valdor, Jonathan. I know what the costs are. First of all, that's a high level Valdor. It's not a baby one. Second of all, I'm also telling you that I've got over 1 trillion trit at level 40. The level rewards are going up by bracket. They are making up for this. It's not something where you're finishing in negative in most of these events. So I feel like some people are still stuck. Because remember too, Valdor repairs and everything have been lowered through both research and from a pure reduction standpoint. They lowered all the repair costs. So they've made a lot of strides in that, My goal is to praise them on these event payouts so that they'll do them more. I think that we should keep this style of event payouts. This is great. This is exactly what we needed and wanted. So, you think this art probably the highest give out of resources? It'd be very hard to argue this is not the highest give out in resources. I'm pretty sure this is the highest amount of pure resources ever given out. I don't know if it's the highest in terms of uncommon, and I'm going to run some math and compare, but I can say this. I know the resources are high because people have been coming to me saying that the battle pass must have been reduced in quality. The truth is the battle pass has not been touched at all. The battle pass is not any weaker. It has not gotten weaker. It's just the events have gotten so high, the battle pass feels like you get less from it. The battle pass is still paying out the same high level of battle pass that it was 6 months ago. But because these events are so daggum high, a lot of people are questioning whether the battle pass is actually paying out what it's supposed to. These payouts are just insane right now. I bet they got tired of people complaining. Maybe. Repair costs are better and the event rewards are improved, but the G4 repair costs for higher tiers still hurts. That's because the repairs were only fixed till about tier 5 of G4 ships. After that, you needed to go deep into research to improve G4 repairs, tier 5 in that. We've actually got the chart for you. So you have to go deep into research to improve repairs for G4 ships at that level. So that's why it seems less noticeable at that level compared to something else. That would be why. Still, though, that's Star Trek for you. Hey, you go, Robin. See, my brain's all over the place. Ron Roberts, how you doing? We're trying to push everyone to 4 stars, some more resources. So I'm not trying to do that. I am trying to make sure people are going at a smart pace and being patient, and that will take time. I do still want you to max out certain things at level 39, get set for that, but for sure, I mean, progression is definitely the goal in the game. Very much so. I mean, I think we all want to progress. I mean, we all want to get to a point where it's viable. Whoops, I didn't mean to jack up my monitor over there. It's viable for us to go there and feel like we can contribute and have fun. Because I know for a lot of people, it doesn't feel like that. So. All right, let's see. Hate Battle Pass is more swing the officer badges? What you talking about, Civils? Because that sentence is not very well put together one. They want players to go into the 40s and 50s. How you do that is pay out my resources. Of course, yeah. I mean, that's every time we have a level cap raise in the game, they start improving the economy to encourage people to move up. What the heck happened to the Saints? Well, I mean, they're missing 7 offensive starters. That kind of speaks for itself. So. Started month with no deal. Now have 11 mil in base, another 10 mil in the bank. Nice, Michael. That's awesome. Budget 36 to 38, I believe. 36 if you need epic G3s. 38 through 9 if your goal is a jelly. You should definitely skip 36 through 38. You should camp 35 and rush to 39. It's my opinion. Just because there's no true advantage to being at the lower levels. That said, you're going to need several billion parcel to make that happen. Thank you, Jacqueline. I appreciate that. Yeah, Jason. So Michael Thomas, 1, Alvin Kamara, Teron Armstead. That's your starting left tackle, starting running back, starting receiver. Andres Pete, starting left guard. Ryan Ramczyk, starting right tackle. Taysom Hill, who's your primary flex receiver / tight end / gadget guy. And then Jameis Winston, who was your starting quarterback. So they're missing 7 starters in today's game. You can kind of go a little bit further than that if you really wanted to, but. Any reason I should hold at 41, not go to 42? Nope. Go ahead and go there, Matthew. Get that ship. I know you want it. I know that's what you're asking me. You're asking me for permission to go get a ship. Go get that ship. Enjoy it. Raiding with an envoy with only 160k storage sucks. Ryan, Botany Bay, man. What level are you? Get that Botany Bay out. A top tip for a new server 26 player? Level 26 player? What do you mean a top tip, Michael? What do you mean? The refinery gets much better at 42 versus 41. Yes and no. Once again, we're never going to support the refinery in a way that's like, hey, go use the refinery. So keep that in mind. The refinery does improve by level of the refinery. This is a fact. It just doesn't improve a lot. Do jelly blueprints start showing up in Armada chests at high enough? Level 36 is the Armada chest when you'll start getting ISS jelly BPs in your epics. And also you can start getting the event. I haven't watched Mac Jones to give you a scouting report on him. You need at least minimum 200 to 250 snaps on a player before you can do a scouting report. Like one tip for a new guy starting this game, getting 26. I mean, Mike, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I literally have dozens of videos to cover what you're talking about because it's not just do one thing and you're set. Definitely get a Vidar at level 25. I'm off 39. I have a tier 5 Enterprise and Augur. Do I max those before moving up? I wouldn't max. I mean, I'm not saying max is a requirement, but I definitely wouldn't go up at tier 5. You got to up that a little bit. That's some rookie numbers, man. We got to get them rookie numbers up. Got you leveled up a bit. Where's the next good camping spot after 39? I'll make a video for you. But honestly, the argument's probably going to be 42. 41 or 42. What faction ship do you recommend focusing on at 39 as free-to-play for 4-star ships? Well, what faction? That's up to you, man. It doesn't matter. Klingons, Romulans, Federation, they're all great at some point. They're all great at some point. It literally doesn't matter. Pick your favorite and go for it. Pick your favorite and go for it. How much par do you need to go from 35, 39? Oh, HMS Wayfarer, you've got more than enough to go and make the run. You got more than enough. Listen to your advice, not use Epic Armadas till 36. I'm now 37, getting ready for 38, and sitting on 17 ISS Jelly Blueprints. That is awesome, Thomas. Hey, man, that jelly is really fun to open up at level 39. I think you'll really enjoy it. I think you'll really enjoy it. You need 30,000 uncommon G4 for 42 minus research. Got to sit at 41 for that. Yes and no. I've actually got that. I'm pretty sure, given my research, that I can already cover it. These events have been heavily loading people out for that, Andy. Heavily loading people out. I'm pretty sure I've got it covered, but I'll have to go back and double check it first. So G5 is the death of free-to-play alliances? No, just like G4 wasn't the death of free-to-play alliances when it came out. Look, whales are going to whale. Free-to-play is going to free-to-play. They're always going to be at the levels that they're at, in terms of the separation. But they don't kill each other. I mean, it doesn't do away with one or the other. Are they going to continue to give out 1 bill par tokens? I don't have that answer. I hope so. I definitely hope so. You can better believe that I'll be asking them to do that. Let me do these missions. All right. Get Charvanek. What bonus do Eclipse Armadas get when it's all Stellas? Well, I mean, they get the bonuses that all the Stellas get versus Eclipse. They all have a bonus versus an Eclipse. Health, Charvanek. I should probably upgrade Charvanek. Yeah. Let me upgrade her traits a little bit. There we go. There we go. And there we go. I spent a lot, but I did that intentionally. Get that first one in. Now health. There we go. 40%. That's better. That makes Daddy happy. I don't remember if there was a Federation one or not. We're going to put Krell in there. Who else we got available? Mara. 98%. That's not cutting it. You got to get in there. There we go. There we go. There's another away team event tomorrow. Yeah, I know. I'm just honestly not personally worried about it. I am more trying to get a certain amount of credits. So, how do we compete against the 50s? Here you go, Ian. Quick way. Stop worrying about them. There's not that many 50s. My server has a higher number of 50-plus players than almost every server in the game. You just don't worry about them. There's not that many. Focus on other things. Focus on other things. Yeah, Sam, I know the event's tomorrow. I'm just not worried about the event. I got things that I want to do. They're more important. I have got a goal that I'm trying to reach, and that event's not going to help me reach that goal. But y'all watch the events and do that then. So y'all know I always have personal goals that I set of things that I need to accomplish in the game. So I'm not always worried about running through the events. A strong non-Stella will take more of the cut of rewards. So the remaining, yeah, James laid it out pretty well. How do people keep trained fighters on the out-of-bounds outskirts? That's just glitches, Epi. It's just glitches. Forget about TC completely, can't compete against 50s. That's the thing, though. You can, Ian. Swarm their ships. You beat them with numbers. That's the whole point of me saying there's not that many. Every player that tells me they can't beat 50s, my honest answer, and people don't like this, you're not trying hard enough. You're not doing the right things. My server has well over 24 level 50 plus. They cannot stop my alliance, which doesn't have... traders, I think, are only level 50 plus, from being the number 2 in this event. You swarm their big ships with Realtas. You beat them with pure numbers. You outsmart them. You outwit them. There's not that many of them. I tell people, you're just not trying hard enough. Get out there, smack them in the face. Don't be scared of them. Don't treat them like they're these secretly great players who can't be touched. They can be. They can be. Let's see. I got to swap this out because I honestly can't crew this thing with only 2 officer slots. I need to level that thing up. Yeah, let's do an honor guard war for no reason with a Kang at the top. People are going to be pissed when they see that. All right, I'm not going to do that. That's too bad. Yeah, we'll just do this. Honor guard Wharf is a fun officer, though. There we go. Confirm. How much uncommon ore is needed for Tri-Vault, Die-Vault? Dude, Jonathan, go to STFC.space and look that up. You think I got that memorized? Come on, man. You know I don't have that memorized, Jonathan. You know I don't have that memorized. My server's locked at 39 and we passed a crew by spamming them with the Realtas during takeover. Yep. Exactly. You don't need to beat their ISS Jelly or their Pilum or their Northcut. Simply don't make it. Don't let it move. Overrun it. Overrun it. Make them feel your numbers. The great thing about this game is your ships cannot be completely destroyed. You can always just quick repair them. Our experience on 193 is 50 sitting inside entry and kill everything that comes in, or smash everything in yours, then smash. See? See, Ian? Everything you just said, that is literally y'all not doing good enough. Because if I come into that system with 4 ships at a time, so I send my Ryan Corvettes, I'll have 3 of them, and I send my Rialta, and they all land at the same time. I can only hit 1 at a time. And I'm going to tie them up with all 4. So 6 times 4 means I've held them up for half a minute. That half a minute is enough time for me to have everybody else bring in a whole list of ships. It simply comes down to y'all working as a team and using tactics. Using tactics to win. That's what it comes down to. You got to get out there and use tactics. You're not going to just blindly beat them with power, so you have to beat them with tactics. Target a point on opposite side of the system, then hit recall, then hit stop, and the hostile will... Oh, you're talking about something else, Victor. My bad. I'm level 32, and my top ship is a 950,000 Legionary. Please help. Cam, well, first off, you went to the wrong ship. But what do you need help with, Cam? Robert, they're not using bots. The whole bot argument is so overused in Star Trek Fleet Command. I know the bots that are used. I've reported them and helped get multiple shut down. There's not that many bots, and there's not that many botters. Ian, look, man. I've done this for 3 years on dozens of servers, including APAC servers. At the end of the day, it comes down to you having the right tactics to do it. Unless you're arguing with me that there are literally more level 50s than there are free-to-play players, which there's not, because that server doesn't exist, there are things for you to do. You just got to make it happen. You got to make it happen. Cam says, getting my butt kicked like all day. Yeah, well, Cam, the Legionnaire is not a good ship, and it's a horrible PvP ship. You know, so generally most people will skip the 26s, only really use them to scrap at 34, at level 34, and then they'll build the 28s like the Saladin or the Centurion and use those as their primary PvP ships. Now, since you're at level 32, you can pick you up one of the 32s, which will be greatly superior to your Legionary in PvP. Or you could use your Stella. If you've maxed out your Stella and put a good amount of research into it, the Stella could be a good PvP ship. Or the Vidar. The Legionary is just not a good PvP ship. Numbers win territory and definitely help you keep it. Exactly, Robert. Numbers are the key to the game. Spam, spam, spam. Get everybody active. Voice chat is critical. Voice chat is critical. And get in there. Get in there. Ian says, I'll send you our TC map. It'll show how many 50s are. Dude, Ian, what are you not getting, my friend? I have more 50s on this game than you do. And almost all the 50s are on the wrong side of the war. Is Doom up to 50 yet? Doom's right. Okay, so Doom's 49. Doom is 26 and an enemy and is level 49. Dude, we have more 20s than almost, or more 50 plus players than almost every server in the game. And I have to fight these people. Tactics, tactics, tactics. Tactics, I repeat it. Tactics, tactics, tactics. IA is almost a 4 billion alliance. They are nothing but basically 45 plus players. War is 1.6, yet we're the number 2 alliance in terms of this territory event in the game. They are literally, so look. War, it's on the screen. War's on the screen. War is 1.67. IA is 3.8, yet we're the one ranked number 2 in the event. Tactics, communication, numbers. You can do it, Ian. Don't be defeated, man. You're just sitting there like, well, it's impossible. It's not impossible. People are doing it in other servers. You can do it too. Trying to figure out if I should go to level 30 or camp at 29. What did you recommend? So Davey, I put out a video about soft camping from 29, 31, 33 to 35. I'd encourage you to check it out. Definitely would say make sure that you've gotten some officers max, because do you have transporter patterns yet? That'd be my biggest thing for you to have before you go into the 30s. Do you have transporter patterns? Dropping and reclaiming is cheating? No, it's not, Dean. It was literally planned and it was going to happen. Yeah, I mean, we confirmed with the dev team that was going to be a viable tactic. Can you talk a little bit about spending versus saving with respect to events? Sure, Q. What exactly would you like to compare vis-a-vis? Is the December territory event going to be the same? John, we'll have to wait and see. It's not here yet, so I don't know. Haven't had that meeting yet. TC is all about making friends with other alliances and spamming the crap out of high-level alliances. Most of the 50s on our server have gravitated to the top 5 team, but they can still lose. Exactly. Correct. You can beat them with pure numbers. That's the name of the game, fellas. You got to win with numbers. Using that discovery, summoning, coming in from multiple warp angles. Like one thing I love to do, and I don't know if people do, is too many people try to go straight in. Like for example, let's say this 3-star territory. There are 3 entrances to that territory. 1, 2, 3. You can go to any of these. And use those as staging points. And then come in with 30 ships at a time. You know, get in, put your guys in the squad. Say, hey, you 5 guys, go to Discord channel 2, and y'all are going to coordinate your invasion of the system. And 2 people can be nothing but decoys. They're going to come in with the Rialtas and Corvettes, and they're going to tie up all the guard ships. And everybody else will come in with the stuff like the Vidars and the D4s and the Hectors with speed to go in and kill the stuff on the nodes. Use tactics, everybody. Tactics. Y'all can do this. I'm telling you. Sit there and get you 5 people who all have 5 ships sitting in Avanza Alpha before you invade Corva Alpha. You know, work on these tactics and you can get these things set up. I was able to hit huge Sarks and other ships before getting taken out just by cloaking. Cloaking is another way to add in just these ways to maneuver around and get kills that normally you wouldn't get. Make the lag work for you? That also is a legitimate argument. Problem is when the biggest alliance has the best coordination for TC. And hey, look, I got to give props to any big alliance that also coordinates very well. You know, at the end of the day, you know, it's who's the better tactician. The biggest ship does not win territory. It's the best tactics win territory. First time comment, but watch many of your videos. Good content. Quick question. Camping at 14, you say bank 3-star material. Is that 2-star as well, but with raw or refined? 3-star is just raw. 2-star, you want to have enough to where you can easily progress, like all the way to 19. You know, you don't have to necessarily bank it because you don't use 2-star after level 19 until level 39 where you're building your next dock, not counting when you're scrapping ships. James makes a good point. A maxed epic 5-star ship, which doesn't exist yet, scores the same amount of points as a Rialta. Power doesn't matter in the aspect safety and numbers. Exactly. Use these tactics. These big whales will scare you with their massive ships that you can't beat, so you feel like you can't touch them. You beat them with smarts. It's doable. I'm telling you, you can all do it. I believe in all of y'all. Y'all can all do it. You talking about ships we don't got? We got a few 43. What do you mean? Everybody, Ian, everybody has Rialtas. Everybody has got Orion Corvettes. Ian, at the end of the day, man, you're making excuses. You're just making excuses. Everybody has the ability to stop the whale ships. Everybody has got Vidars and D3s and D4s to use as speedboats to go kill the things on nodes. Everybody has that stuff. Everybody else in the chat is telling you that you can do it, Ian. So don't feel so defeated. You can do it. You just got to make it happen. Night, Omicron. Great to see you, buddy. Love that you were here. It does take a lot of determination and a lot of coordination. It takes a lot of coordination. And that is true. It takes a lot. Even restoring the burn wouldn't really help, Andy. And that's not going to happen anyway, so we just have to forget that that existed, sadly. Jay Hodges, let me check. I don't have my email pulled up, so let me take a look. I appreciate that, though. I did. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, supporting the house fund. Here, I'll put it up on the screen so that everybody can see it. Mr. Hodges over here being a legend. A very, very nice person. And by the way, Ian, I'm not coming at you. I'm not attacking you. I'm not calling you stupid or anything like that. We're just having a great discussion. I'm telling you that there's ways to make it happen. You just got to work at it. Thank you, Mr. Hodges, for that very, very nice donation. Appreciate it. All those are definitely appreciated. So if y'all want to help out, please do. It is not required. It does help, though. It does help. Hey, Star Hoarder, how you doing? The only problem with that Rev is assumes the whales are stupid. We have a whale alliance that plays smart and always puts 5 ships each, and these are big ships. But for most alliances, you're right. I mean, sure. Look, if the whales are also really good at the game, well, cool. That's kind of, you know, you could still win because they can't control 5 at once, but it just makes it harder. You know, so now you have to come up with counter tactics to what they're doing. It's definitely not an easy job, and I would not lie to y'all and say that it is. But it is doable because servers across the world are doing it. You'd like to see a reduction of node points and improvement to the Sark? Sarcophagus is really bad, I will say that. You just locked Emperor Giorgio. Is there a worthwhile crew to go with her? I might have a video on her soon. Somebody sent me a screenshot of something making me wonder if she was broken. So I need to check that first. Let me check with that and then we'll see. I think the TC Takeover event was a fail because it didn't really shake up territory play, at least on our server. Hey, that's a fair response. That is a completely fair response. Ian says free to play don't have an pile of resources. Ian, dude, you're just making so many excuses. At this point, all I can say to you, Ian, if you can't beat them, join them. Because if your group can't find a way to beat them, then you just need to drop where you're at and go to a better place. Because if you can't afford to repair Rialtas and Orion Corvettes to tie up 50s, then y'all are broke and you need to join a better alliance. I'm just going to say it. Your alliance is not good. Join a better one. There's nothing you can do when they park their 100 million ships on nodes. Oh, that's not true. Tie them up. Especially with the 3-star territories. People forget that 2 of those territories you can relocate bases to. Get in there. One mistake a lot of alliances make is they try to defend all 3 areas of a 3-star territory. Smart is only defend 2 areas where the heaviest concentration of nodes are and 1 base area. All 4 of your ships. You're not. Anyway, don't worry about it, Adam. Ian's given up. Ian doesn't believe it's possible, so we'll just let everybody else do it except for Ian and their group. It's no big deal. Yeah, Andy, that's what I meant. 1 base area and 2 cap areas. But one mistake, I was still pointing out, the tactic is you maintain your base area and then maintain 1 other area and just let the other one go. Ian, I'm not saying that. Ian, what I'm saying is everybody else is able to do what you apparently are not able to do, man. If your alliance can't find a way to do tactics to make it work, then yeah, give up or move alliances. The alliance that I'm in, and y'all know I've got friends in every alliance in this server, the one I'm currently showing it. Look, we have Khazar, Trader, and Loose Screws. So we have 3 of the 26 50s on the game. Yet we're the number 2 territory in the game. It's doable. I know, Space Lord, I know. If you save for a resource deployment soul leaderboard that doesn't manifest, do you stick to your spending plan or save the mats for future events? Good question. Oh, my poor miner went pop. Oh, well. Good question. I would say you want to continue with your progression. You don't want to get held back too much. Hey, Pia, how you doing? What we doing? We are educating folks on nerdy things. How are you doing? Pia, you should check out the nerdy podcast that I put out a couple days ago. I think you'd enjoy it. It's a little bit long, but me and another streamer do it. I think you'd enjoy it. Let's get this repair going. You're 500,000 from Trilock with 90,000 ROM credits. Should I dump that in the auger or something else? If you want the auger. You're sleepy. It's like 2 a.m. Well, that sounds like an excuse, and we don't accept excuses around here. We don't accept excuses. I'm gonna need you to tough it out. On our server, there are 2 major coalitions with 3 alliances, each full of 50s. The rest of us, about 8 teams, got together to form a super alliance, and we've taken on the other 3 successfully. There you go. Coalitioning. Because remember, there's only 200 ships that fit in a system anyway. So if you can spam that system and fill it up, well, you're going to limit how much can get in there. And, if you outnumber them, you just have pure more numbers in this game, you are in a better position than the player who has the biggest ship. If you have better numbers, you're in a better position than the people who have the biggest ships. 100%. 100%. I'm confused on how to get a second Stella. I'm working on Eclipse keys. So the first one you get from free in the Rogue store. The second one you have to get through an event store or by spending money on. And yes, Pia, sleep is 100% for the weak. Don't be weak. Be strong. Be strong. Fix Nero or Jojo for burning on Agro PvP. Depends on the level of each. Like if you've got a max Nero and a level 1 Jojo, I'd go Nero. I think the issue with TC is not whales per se, but the coalitions of alliances are really good, so it becomes more diplomacy than combat. True, Kyle. Which, let's be fair, is the most Star Trek aspect of this game. Territories is the most Star Trek aspect here because it requires diplomacy. You can't just run and gun blaze. It's not Firefly. I love Firefly. I love the brown coats. But this ain't Firefly. This is Star Trek. And the diplomacy and the swinging of massive nacelles is the most Star Trek aspect of this game. This is exactly how the Federation is. Federation pretends like they're all peaceful for everybody lovey-dovey, but they swing big nacelles saying, I dare you to do this. We'll come after you. All the time. All the time. Romulans the same way. Klingons the same way. TC is a great example of humanity and diplomacy. Bistro says, I love that diplomacy has found its way into the game. Star Trek doesn't have a lot of phaser fire compared to talking. Exactly, which is why a lot of less people with lower mental acuity tend to prefer Star Wars. But true intellectuals prefer Star Trek. You can consider yourselves amongst the elite. Peace through superior firepower. Exactly, empty calories. I would say that is a Art of War quote, but that's a little bit before the Art of War. little bit before the Art of War. Brian said boo. How you doing, Gallum? Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad that everybody's here today. Go look at how many ships were the biggest raid episode. Our 2 biggest alliances raid 1 base for 4 days. Nice. Very nice. Star Wars is Space Wizards. Hey, I enjoy Star Wars. I look at it, I'm like, ha, there's no science here. I like both. Talk and be diplomatic, but smoke your enemies if talks fail. For sure. Stay strapped or get clapped. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Yes, Adam. Direct quote. Direct quote. You've not seen either Pia. Hit me up. We're going to change that tonight before you go to bed, okay? We're going to change this tonight before you go to bed. You ready? You think I'm joking? No, I've got one. It'll take you 25 minutes of your day. No. Don't go to bed. I've got you. See, this is how you know I support you as a streamer, because I'm doing this. Yeah, I've got you. Hold on. Don't you go anywhere. 1 second. I got to find it. Where'd I put it? Where'd I hide it? Where did I hide it? I'll get it for you in a second. Anyway, I'll before you pass out. So, what's up, Sneaky Ghost? How you doing? Dune is for adults. I mean, yes. No argument. Oh, once again, shout out to Joseph for donating to the house fund. Greatly appreciated. On our server, unfortunately, it's Shield or Share. You mean fortunately, Shield or Share? I'm making new hoodies, by the way. I'm making new ones. I have earned the Alliance Attack Dog name because I'm nice, but I tend to spend my time hunting folks down. I love that. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Yes. Tis good. All right, this song also kind of gets me a little groovy. Kind of a little bit groovy. So, Pia, let me ask you this. Oh, God. Do you like Rick and Morty? Pia, do you like Rick and Morty? Do you like Rick and Morty? You had 100 billion resources rated. Jonathan, send us the screenshot. We want to celebrate. We want to celebrate. I know the song is like really makes me want to raid something. Don't like Rick and Morty. So have you not seen it, or you just don't like it? P, I gotta get to know you better. What type of things do you like? Don't let me be one of the only 10 people who like this video. Yeah, y'all better like this video. Maybe you should come on down to 193 and give us plebs a masterclass. I've been doing that here, Ian. You've been saying nothing I say works. You don't like burping? I don't like burping either. In fact, every time ladies burp, I'm like, unfollowed, never watching your stream again. Gross. Grody. Disgusting. Ugh. Hate when streamers burp. Yeah, dude, I hate bodily functions, to be honest with you. I mean, I prefer to be a very clean-cut streamer. Posting captain's quarters, proud of being more than twice second place. That's awesome. Jonathan, you really need to record more raid content. You need to record more content. Oh, Pia, you also need to get really good at editing videos because I need a video editor, okay? I'll pay you, but you got to be good. So get good first. Do you like the new Discovery season? Haven't watched it yet. Don't spoil it for me, Ming. Don't spoil it for me, Ming. I haven't watched it yet. I gotta watch it first. You're 500,000 from Trilock with 90k credits. Should I dump them in the auger or something? If you want the auger, then yes. You want to edit anything? Well, you better learn because you're a content creator now, so figure it out. Twice now our alliance has defeated larger alliances just because of our determination and being a pain in their sides. I love to hear it, Thomas. These are the stories I love to hear. Are there space wizards in New Discovery? I don't know yet. Don't spoil it. If there are space wizards, I want my space wizard virginity to be taken from me in the show, not here. Don't take my space wizard virginity here. Wow, Ryan, I'm glad that you're enjoying it. You're planning to do a whole video on how to raid when I get my Pilum? Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Editing videos is super fun when you get a good piece of software. I don't have time. That's my issue. I need time. Space Wizard Virginity sounds like a metal band. I mean, I'd listen to it on a cold night with a blanket. Pia, if you ever want to do a Discord call, I'll show you what I use. Best advice for territory diplomacy. Get together as many alliances as possible. J4, that is a legitimate tactic. 100%. A legitimate tactic. All right, we need to recall this because we're done. We need to get back over here. Lightsabers were banned by the Federation. Yep. Only the Sith can use lightsabers in Star Trek. You're a puny female? I've seen you, Pia. This is not a fat joke. Ain't nothing puny about you. But we'll talk about that on Twitch. YouTube doesn't like that type of talk. This is a very wholesome place. We're the best ships to scrap for 3-star resources. Depends on what you're wanting. Raw envoys is typically what we push the most. Scrapping envoys. Scrapping envoys is what we push the most. You are doing right when you make another alliance respect you or hate you. Yes. Yes. I like doing right. I don't like doing left. What's up, Anubis? How did your first date go? I hope it was amazing. Was there coitus involved? Dean, I'm 35 with a level 20 enterprise. Do I tier it by 1 at each base upgrade or go to 39? So I'm not sure if you saw my level 35 camping video. It just came out like 2 days ago. I would personally recommend getting that to tier 5 at minimum or tier 6 and then going to level 39. That's what I would recommend. If you continuously fire a phaser and wave it around, you got an infinite lightsaber. I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that's how that works. I don't think so. No. Cool. Y'all talked for 3 hours? Well, that's very romantic or boring, but romantic or boring. Whatever works. That sounds romantic, wholesome, cute. It does sound wholesome, cute, I guess. You know, you're not exactly spreading the Klingon Empire by being wholesome. I need you to work on that. Having to sleep for work? Well, I mean, honestly, Anubis, that might be for the best. Not to get into full-on relationship stream, but sometimes rushing into that is not the best play. Sometimes it's good to have that little bit of, build up, As a heads up, me and my fiance talked for 5 hours on our first date. Now she's my fiance. Well, I mean, there you go. There you go from Jay Forbes. Hey, Rev, Ian is bothered by the people on the server. He should watch Systems Clear on 17. I mean, y'all just watch my poor little ship get bloated up. I was just trying to mine some ore. I wasn't even doing nothing to nobody. I was just trying to mine some ore. You need mystery. Still waiting for that duct tape stream. Still waiting for that duct tape stream. I'm 500,000 from Trilocked. We already answered this like 4 times, Bobby. We said get the auger if you want it, man. Come on, man. We are planning on meeting up again Wednesday. That is awesome, Anubis. You have to keep me informed. However, I stream that day, so make sure that they know that you can't be there past 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So the date has to end, or you can watch it together. Me chicken dancing is probably going to be the thing that seals the deal for you. I'm just saying. I once had a first date where she had a 4-hour conversation with herself, and I was scared she'd follow me home. Those are my type, man. Give me the clingy crazy. Give me clingy crazy. Give me the clean crazy. I'm putting Picard, Beverly, Kabish on my horizon to deter someone who likes to hit miners. Okay. Why not use Chekhov? Like TOS Chekhov. Are Borg nanoprobe away missions rare? Yes. Are you asking, are they type rare or how often they come up? Does leveling up to Refiner do anything? Yes, it does. It gives you a slightly better pull rate and, depending on the level, can change the loot boxes. But short answer is not really. You're hella crazy. It's a curse. That just means you're hella awesome. Dude, you think you're messed up. Wait till we talk. You're going to be like, dang, bro. I'm normal. So, question. Speculation on the next month. Epic Officer. What synergy group will be a part of? Worf, Sela, or Jayla? Where'd you get Jayla? I would go with Worf, though, honestly, because he's the only officer for that group right now. That's just a guess. With the new 50-plus level ships, should we plan to skip 42s? No, don't let what the whales get change how you play. Don't let what the whales get change how you play. Pia, I know that's a movie, but I don't catch the reference, so I'll have to Google it. You've had good results with Gorkon, Khan, and Honor Guard Worf. You don't really need Khan in that situation, James. You should trade that out for like Killy or Kurla or something like that. You don't really need Khan if you've got Honor Guard Worf. Do you still recommend a tier 8 Auger and a tier 6 Jelly for Ops 40? Sure do. That has not changed. That has not changed. Basically, everything from my level 40 camping or my level 39 camping video for 40 is still the same. Locked in on 2 factions, but decided to not go for 3rd faction so I can use the other one to level up ships and auto farm. So to me, Hodges, that's a bad idea because you can use augment space. I understand the reasoning. I prefer tri-faction lock, but that's just me. I mean, there are some people who just like the duel and they like to have that negative so that they can always farm with it. But personally, I would rather have the duel. In the movie, she gets ghosted, so she kills his pet bunny and tries to kill his wife. That's hot. I'm not going to lie. If a woman did that for me, I'd probably go be with her. Just not going to lie. I would. Just gonna be honest. That level of attraction, you like me that much? Yeah. Let's do it. Let's see where this goes. I mean, if you like somebody that much, I feel like the vibes could work. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I've got all the G3 epics and now have the ISS Jelly. What should I focus on getting now at 41? Miner or... I do not recommend the 4-star miners. If you want to get one of the 42 warships, those could be a lot of fun. Bunny boiler is the expression? Oh, okay. What if it's the bunny from Monty Python, the Holy Grail? Save for 42 and work on farming rep. Yep, that's a good idea, James. Good idea. Oh man, the farming in this game can be so boring sometimes. It can really be boring sometimes. So speculation, there will be a cloaking officer for cloaking efficiency, increased damage against Fed, similar to Tomahawk Captain ability. So I doubt there will be a anti-Fed or anti-Romulan because now you've completed the set. You now have 2 anti-faction officers of each type. So I'd be surprised if you got another one. Then thou lobbest thou thine holy hand grenade of Antioch. Why no 4-star miners? Or is it just because it's massive? It's a massive sink and you don't really get much for it, Jacob. That's the reason. Because if you take your faction miners high, I mean, you could just mine in deep space with them. Or you can just discovery them in and mine. I mean, you just don't really need the high stuff. Should I scrap the Sally when it's able to be scrapped? I can't think of a reason to keep her anymore. Keep her because you like collecting ships. But yeah, I mean, once you can scrap it, go ahead and scrap it so that you can get 4-star and, you know, better materials. Work towards those ships, mostly so you can get ship parts and stuff, and the commons. Meridian goes to deep space in tier 6. This is true because the Meridian is a hybrid tier 3, tier 4 ship. Our alliance pirates in swarm space frequently, and we have angered one of the top alliances who are now bullying our low-level players. Any advice? Tell them to shield or share and that OPC is OPC. Max Sally can take down T5 or even T6 and Augur, unless I load out for anti-Sally. But yeah, the Saladin is a fantastic ship. Has been for 3 years. Has been for 3 years. And that bottle's empty. Now for the pank drink. We love some pank drink. Will there be an officer like Paul Stamets to lower the Tetrion for cloaking? Don't know, Q. Don't know. Would definitely fit their MO, though. Yeah, if they don't like getting hit OPC, they should learn how to dock. They should learn how to dock. And you could tell them I said it. You love my Sally, but I find myself not using her much anymore. Why not? Why not? Why not? On collecting ships, still upset miss out on the North Star by leveling faster than it appeared in events. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I've never scrapped mine, because I can't get it back. They don't let me get them in events anymore. So. $10 from the ISIS Jelly. Congrats. Congrats. Do 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 do. Sally bomb their big ships. Sally can do well, but I wouldn't go that far. Do you think they would Borgify more officers? I think that you've not seen the last of the Borg, if that's what you're asking. You have not seen the last of the Borg. Vidar Refinery, dailies, the events. There's a lot of ways to get faction credits. The easiest way is the Vidar, but... Matrix 12. Level 35 camp video was great. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I would like to see more Borg. I do know of some stuff coming next year. And that's all I'm going to say. Because I already gave a hint to some of the stuff for next year on Twitch the other night. So, I'd encourage y'all to watch Twitch more. I have to encourage y'all to watch Twitch more. Do you get faction credits from Borg Refinery every day? Or when you're... I do it every... Okay, I do independent credits every day. Faction credits when I need them. Faction credits when I need them. My max North Star mine's a bit faster than my tier 8 Horizon. Should definitely max way faster. Especially if you're stacking health. Shahid, you ought to check out the captain's quarters. You're in the captain's quarters, Shahid. A level 28 player from the Alliance is asking, should they get the Franklin or the Vidar first? Both. They should have been had the Vidar. I mean, they should have been had the Franklin, but they should definitely get the Vidar. I mean, those are must-have ships. Both of them. You still think Borg Barrett should have been 0 of 10? I guess. I don't really care. I'll admit I did not notice they changed all of them to 11. Yep. I still have old screenshots, so. Should I skip the Intrepid? We mostly recommend that. Yeah, Sean. There's not really a big advantage to doing that. The music started to get to me. Music's getting to me. Can't decide if it's Triumph or Travesty that we now have 7 of 11. I think it's alright. What's a max D3 give you in resources when you scrap it? I mean, I don't have a screenshot handy. Couple hundred rare 4-star crystal, bunch of rare uncommons. It's on STFC.space. Let me see if I can just pull it up. That'll probably be easier. Let's pull it up and then do it that way. D3 and scrapping. Gonna save this picture. Save as number 4. Yes, let me come over here. We're gonna put it right there. And then we're going to transfer it onto the screen. There you go. That is what you get for scrapping a D3 at max level. That's what you get for scrapping a D3 at max level. So if you're just trying to get, Charles, if you're just trying to get 3-star gas, then you're going to want to scrap Tauruses. And happy, John, happy to help. Prime, crystal ore, gas, stealth efficiency, which order? Basically the order you just set it in. Territory takeover is just a joke. Well, alliances drop territory they own right before it comes up to be. Yeah, that's a smart strategy. It's what I'm telling people to do. Now, Hodges, that is some hardcore collecting strategy, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for that. I like it. I like it. A rush to 41. ROM rep will take ages for next lock. How important is it to push to 42, 43? I mean, if you're not ready for it, then don't feel a rush to do it. I mean, each level provides quite a bit in the 40s. So I will say, remember at 41 is where you can start pulling uncommons from your refinery. That's a big deal for a lot of people. That's a big deal for a lot of people. Get this done. And then we'll do this. And then we got to send this back out. Here we go. How close am I to finishing these? Almost done with all of them. Biggest hurdle in pushing 42 is doing almost all your guns with the massive G4 sinks. That's true, Jacob. Keep in mind, though, that it's much easier now that they have reduced the cost in terms of the Latinum to common conversion rate being greatly improved. That was a huge jump in the right direction. And then you also have got, well, oh, crap, that notification scared me. Sorry. Then you've also got a lot of parts steel being paid out to get these done, so... Wish I could grind as fast as this beat. Me too. I wish I could warp as fast as Beep. How many BP do you need to get a sarcophagus? 80. 80 blueprints to get a sarcophagus, man. But each building is still about 240,000 lat in common G4. That's a hurdle. It's a lot. It's not insurmountable. I could pay for a lot of them up front. But I also have 750,000 lat saved up because of all these parabellums and stuff. And that's with me blowing it on little things lately. I've been kind of spending it semi-frivolously. I won't say frivolously, but semi-frivolously. Speaking of, I got to do refineries because I have not. Do this one. Then we got to do this one. I got to go mine isogen. I'm out of isogen on all my levels. Discovery pool. You're never getting a lower level parabellum, Carissa. Why would they give you a lower level parabellum? The lower levels already get so much stuff. Y'all are so rich compared to what it used to be. Y'all are so rich compared to what it used to be. Can you ask the devs if they plan to change the brackets? The brackets change almost every event. And Pia, you can understand. Pia, you be careful because we talk about niche markets for gaming. Let me move you into this mobile gaming space. You'll kill it. You'll kill it. Mobile gaming, man. There's the CPM and RPMs for mobile games are as high as like the cryptocurrency YouTube channels. Telling you, talk to me. Talk to me. If you really got a passion, like you want to go for it, I got you. My discovery is not maxed. Nope. It is not. That is one thing that I slipped up on that I regret. Level 39, I plan to go into the 40s in the next 3 months. I have 140,000 ROM credits and 75 Augur BPs. Do I get the Augur or push for the Valdor? I mean, I would go ahead and get the Augur just because I love the Augur. But you don't need it. And if you've already got a ship and an ISS jelly ready to go, you don't need it. When you max ships for scrap, do you have to level and tier? Yes. So, you, like for example, a Mayflower needs to be tier 9, level 45. Tier 9, level 45. How many BP yourself? Oh, I'm like halfway to a sarcophagus. I don't even care because the sarcophagus is bad. Sarcophagus is a really, really bad ship, so I don't focus on it. Mean scrap horizons? Yeah, no. You do? What are you talking about? What do you do, Pia? What do you do? Does the away team store get other ships past G3 epics? Yes. High levels, correct me if I'm wrong, but yes. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like I'm not wrong. I feel like I'm not wrong. I think they've updated that. Now I'm thinking. I bet chat's about to tell me I'm wrong. Let me go check chat. Yes, they are there. Cool. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. My G3 epics are tier 3, but I plan on buying a jelly. Should I just leave them? Nope. Because the jelly is a horrible PvP ship. The jelly is basically only for grinding out. Oh, you watch me on Twitch? What? Pia? Stop flirting so much. The ISS jelly is mainly only a PvE ship. So if you want PvP and stuff, you're going to want your Enterprise and stuff up. Has the thing you said you're going to laugh at happened yet? It did, William. I just didn't have time to make a video because so many other things happened. I was going to make a video, but then other things were happening. What is Twitch? Twitch is what I do when I have too much Diet Coke. God, that's lame. That's so lame. What happened to the collector? What you talking about? Hey, I only drink Diet Coke, man. We're here only for aspartame, and no calories. We want carcinogens, not calories. Carcinogens, not calories. Diet Coke is bad for you? Of course it is. Of course it is. That's why it tastes so good. If it was good for you, it wouldn't taste good, right? Does the interval for passing an away mission go up as you go up in the ops? No, that's all based on the actual stats of the officers. The officer stats. Exactly, Pia. Thank you. I'm glad somebody understands. Jeez. It's like people didn't take basic chemistry classes. Who cares if it destroys your kidneys? You have 2 of them. Duh. You know what you don't have 2 of? Lives. YOLO. Deucey baby, what's the max amount of lat you could get from Max DeVore Refinery? What was it, like 900 something? You drink Diet Coke so you can eat regular cake? Oh, dude, I do need regular cake. Yeah, I do need regular cake. For shizzle my nizzle. Charles, thank you. Charles just donated to Cash App. And I'm not going to read their message, but thank you, Charles. I greatly appreciate it. And you're right, Ian. Sugar is sweet. I grew up with some sugar cane. Used to drink Diet Pepsi because I loved it. Then they replaced the aspartame for sucralose. Now it was nasty. Yeah, give me back my cancer powder. I need my cancer powder. What was the thing introduced that you were going to laugh about? Well, maybe I'll just share it in my captain's quarters for all those that support the channel. Maybe I'll even make the video and not post it just for them. What else we got? Roll in your questions, man. I need more questions. Come in. Can we ever expect a sarcophagus level and crewing video? Maybe at some point, Michael, but the ship is literally so bad, I've avoided it. And I'm not just saying that. It's a really awful ship. Until they update it, there's really not a point of me encouraging people to put resources into it. It is a bad ship. So that's why I haven't yet. Questions? Yeah, Pia, ask whatever question that you want. I'll answer it. No matter what the question is, I'll answer it. 50,000 studies done and not one found any negative results from aspartame. That being said, they did say if you eat 2 kilos at a time, it would cause kidney failure. I mean, that's how I do it. I do 2 kidneys at a time. Yeah, I eat 2 kidneys at a time. Wait, or is that 2 kilos? No, I eat 2 kidneys at a time. What do you think of the Burrell? Love it. It's beautiful. I don't know what to ask questions about this. So do you have any pets? I have 2 cats, Salem and Honky Chonk. 2 cats, Salem and Honky Chonk. Isn't the Sarco good for node defending in TC? That's what it's designed for. But even then, it can get its butt whooped because it's not very good. It has to be a very high tier sarcophagus to be decent, which means you have to put a lot of resources into it. Salem like Sabrina the Teenage Witch? Exactly. Is there any other cat named Salem? You're allergic to aspartame? I have a friend that is too. Well, then I don't know what to tell you. Because I'm not. ETA for Vidar A and higher systems? Can't answer that question. Save it for Twitch where I'll drop more hints. When we do a Mass Effect again? When I am in a mental state that is accepting of that. I'm not claiming Sarco BPs until my disco is max. Smart. Smart. Very intelligent. Mental acuity, high. 500 IQ play. Your Sark just sits in the garage collecting dust? Fair. Cat names, Spot or Grudge, gotta get them from Trek? No, man, not everything is Star Trek. Most things are Star Trek, but not everything. Not everything. When will we get Honor Guard Warp Shards? I'm hoping very soon. Hoping very soon. Can't wait to see if we get a Thanksgiving store. Would love a Thanksgiving store. Sell turkeys and food and turkeys. Bum 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 bum. Last time, which epic officer should I spend my transporter patterns on? Pike, Giorgio. If you have not unlocked Pike, get Pike. That's your primary. Triple giving? I'd love me some triples. I do love triples. What away team mission does Sela have? I will have to put that in because I know 2 of her traits line up well, but I have to put it into the officer tool to make sure. So give me a bit. Give me a bit. I have a new update on that video coming out. I'm Ops 39, saving on comma for final upgrades on D4 Augurin Enterprise, Fargo Ops 40s this wise. Sure, yeah, Nathan, there's nothing wrong with that strategy at all. Nothing wrong with that strategy at all. Thankful that you have... Well, I'm thankful that I'm here too. You're hiding from a Hallmark movie? Which Hallmark movie would feature Captain Kirk? I don't know any Hallmark movies, so I'm finding this difficult to answer. I'm finding this difficult to answer. Your inquiry is rejected. Insufficient information. Insufficient information. Boo, boo. What is the name of Worf's pet? It's a Targ. It's a Targ. Can you unlock Sela doing events and fence reception charges leaderboard? You cannot unlock Sela without winning in a leaderboard. Well, not winning, but participating in a leaderboard. I don't know if 14 is enough if you're doing 2. I don't know if that's enough, but I do know that you do need to play. Like, I placed 3rd and I got mine, so. I placed 3rd to get mine. Look at all these regular ships here. Why are there Enterprises in here? Why is there an Enterprise here? It doesn't make any sense. It's so silly. Barrett is the one, the Borg Barrett is the one that you're getting for free. Sela is the one that costs the moolahs. Got Pike and major ones already. Do I max them? You don't need to worry about maxing Pike. Don't worry about maxing Pike. Max the Trinity officers. Giorgio, 6 of 10. How much meat is under that ball of fur? You have to pay to see that picture. You have to pay to see that picture. I killed swarms with my Centurion. Lame, Caressa. You better be hitting these OPCs. I bet this guy's OPC. Oh, well, never mind. I bet this guy's open. Nope, never mind. That's definitely not OPCs. That's a jelly. Okay, you better be hitting these OPCs. None of them are OPC right now. What's it going to take for Scopely to increase regular trader spawns? The spawn rate is 80-20, James. 80% heavies, 20% regular. So you just got to get people to clear out the heavies. It's a set spawn rate. The math is there. We know the numbers. Yay, got the first part done. Woohoo. Woohoo. Woo, woo, woohoo. Cost efficiency benefit is way better for the Frankens. It is. It is. It is. Currently use your Vidar for Swarm. No OPC. Hey, you hit all those people OPC. They deserve it. They deserve it. 40 plus ship BPs in deep space. Deep space. Deep space, yes, Jason. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the stream because we're at an hour and a half. That's how long our Sunday nights go. I am doing a video tomorrow morning that I expect everybody to be there. And if you're not there, then obviously you don't love me. And if you don't love me, well, then I'm going to cry. And if I cry, well, then I can't make videos because I'm too busy lamenting over the fact that y'all don't love me. So, thanks for hanging out. Smash the like button on your way out. If you want to support the channel, hit up the PayPal link or hit up Cash App. Slide into that Cash App. Slide into my DMs. Help us get this house fund maxed out. It's greatly appreciated. Live long and prosper. Stay safe with the Space Cowboys. I love y'all. Truly do. Y'all are amazing. And I'm outie. So, yeah.